Have you ever thought about the most expensive thing you own? I'm not talking about your house, your car, or that fancy watch. There's a cost most people never calculate. It doesn't show up on a bank statement. It isn't charged monthly. And no one warns you about it growing quietly in the background. That cost is comfort, not luxury, not pleasure. Comfort, the feeling of things being familiar, predictable, safe enough that you don't have to question them. Comfort is staying in a job you don't really like because, well, it pays the bills. It's predictable. Comfort is delaying that difficult conversation with someone you care about because silence feels so much easier in the moment. It's choosing routine over risk, even when that routine is slowly draining the life out of you. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Comfort is rarely free. It just charges you later with interest. Most people don't wake up one day and consciously choose an unfulfilled life. They arrive there slowly, one comfortable, seemingly harmless decision at a time. You tell yourself things like, I'll change things later. I'm just not ready yet. This isn't the right moment to take a risk. And those reasons sound so reasonable, so logical, until years have passed and you look around and realize nothing has moved. You're in the exact same spot. Comfort doesn't feel dangerous. That's precisely why it's so expensive. It's a silent thief. There's a moment many people experience, usually late at night when the house is quiet and the distractions are gone. It's a quiet realization that you've been busy, you've been responsible, you've been stable, yet somehow you feel deeply unsatisfied. Not miserable, not in crisis, just stuck. That's comfort doing its quiet, insidious work. I read a story online from a man, just an ordinary guy, not famous, not some dramatic influencer. He had worked the same job for nearly a decade. The pay was good enough. The routine was decent. There were no major problems to complain about. But one night, he wrote something incredibly simple yet profound. He wrote, I realized I wasn't scared of failing. I was scared of losing the comfort I hated. Let that sink in. Scared of losing the comfort he hated. That one sentence says everything. Because comfort creates this strange, powerful illusion. It convinces you that avoiding discomfort is the same as protecting yourself. It makes you believe that safety is the ultimate goal. But think about it. Growth doesn't happen where you feel safe all the time. It happens where you feel stretched, a little uncertain and slightly uncomfortable. That's the fertile ground for progress. This is why comfort becomes so costly over time, and it happens in 3 quiet, sneaky ways. First, and most obviously, comfort costs you time. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Comfort whispers in your ear, there's no rush. You can start that project tomorrow. You can learn that skill next month. You can chase that dream next year. It makes you feel like you have an infinite supply of laters. And before you even notice, a year disappears, then 5, then a decade. Time slips through your fingers while you waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives. Second, comfort costs you your potential. When you stay in your comfort zone, you don't fail, which feels good. But the flip side is that you also don't find out what you're truly capable of. You never test your limits. You never push yourself to develop new skills under pressure. You never build the leverage you need for a better future. You remain capable, but unused. Your potential becomes a dormant asset, gathering dust in the corner of your life. It's like owning a race car but only ever driving it to the grocery store. Third, and this is the most important one, comfort costs you self-respect. This one doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow erosion. Every time you choose ease over growth, every time you choose the familiar path over the challenging one, a small part of you knows. You know you could have done more, you know you settled. And over time, that inner trust, the belief in your own word, begins to weaken. You stop believing your own promises to yourself. I'll start Monday becomes a running joke. This is why the cost of comfort isn't just about your career or your finances. It digs deep and affects how you see yourself in the mirror. Now here's the part most people misunderstand. When I talk about choosing discomfort, I don't mean creating chaos. It doesn't mean making reckless, impulsive decisions. It doesn't mean quitting your job overnight with no plan. That's not strategic. That's self-sabotage. I'm talking about intentional discomfort. Intentional discomfort is choosing to do the hard thing that builds your future, not destroys your stability. It's choosing to study or learn a new skill when you retired after a long day. It is choosing to save money when spending it on something fun would feel so much better in the moment. It's saying no to a request when you know people expect a yes because you have to protect your time and energy. It's starting small on a big goal, even when the progress feels invisible at first. Discomfort, when done right, doesn't ruin your life. It reshapes it for the better. Think about the people you admire, whether they're athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, or just people who seem to have their life together. They didn't magically escape discomfort. They just chose a different kind. They chose the discomfort of discipline over the discomfort of regret. They chose the discomfort of consistent effort over the discomfort of stagnation. They chose the discomfort of growth over the long, dull ache of staying the same. Comfort feels good now. It's a warm blanket on a cold day. But it often steals from your future self. It borrows happiness from tomorrow to pay for ease today. And that is why it is the most expensive thing you will ever own. So if your life feels a little too quiet right now, a little too predictable, a little too unchanged from last year, that might not be peace. That might be comfort asking for another year of your life. And you have to ask yourself if you're willing to pay that price. You don't need to blow up your entire life and destroy your comfort completely. That's not the answer. You just need to stop letting it be the one making all your decisions. You need to start making small, intentional choices that stretch you just a little bit. Because the future you want isn't built where everything feels easy. It's built in those moments where you're willing to feel a little uncomfortable for something that truly matters to you. And if this message made you pause and think, even for a second, that's a very good sign. It means you're ready to look beyond the immediate feeling of ease. Subscribe to Rise Together, where we don't chase hype or quick fixes. We focus on building real strength, clarity, and a future that doesn't depend on comfort. Thanks for watching.